Shalom to the nation of Israel. Before we get started, all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the brothers, the men at Great Millstone that rule well, that taught me this truth. To the hopeful elect out there, scattered abroad, unlike unto a speckled bird, tabernacle of King David, 144,000 mighty men. Peace, blessings, salutations, and to the remnant, men, women, children, shalom, right? So, this your brother Shapar, man. So, you got these proud damn Edomites, man. These proud people, man. So, this is Dr. Brown here. He had a debate with Sakari, so he done did a little, I seen a little article, and he always talking about the black Hebrew Israelites, And he turned the scriptures into a black and white thing. First off, he is not white. He is red. Fake cheeks red, shades of red all over. He is not white. I've never met a person this color, a black person that's the color of the word white. And I've never met a white person the color of the word black that's spelled right there. But let's get this article right here. Let's get this article right here. White History Month, day 13. White people were invented in 1681. This may sound shocking for surely white people inhabited countries across Europe for hundreds of years. Yeah, they was going by their biblical nationalities then, man. Or they might have called themselves the name of whatever land they was living in at that time. But there was no white and black. So when they say the black Hebrew Israelites, we don't refer to ourselves as black Hebrew Israelites. We don't. Come in all shades and colors, man. For surely white people inhabited countries across Europe for hundreds, if not thousands of years, right? No. The idea to create white people, to group distinct European nationalities together into a single group, had not been done until 1681 in Maryland, huh? What happened in 1681 to cause colonial lawmakers to create a classification of people who had never considered themselves a group before? What inspired them to invent white people? To understand this, you need to revisit the history, and specifically the scholarship of Dr. Jacqueline Baraflaros, groundbreaking book, Birth of a White Nation, The Invention of White People and the Relevance Today. This is the book that Elder Malcolm he first brought this information out. I seen the elder in Vegas just recently did a lesson. I was watching Elder Apostle Gabar lesson, and I was like, I remember doing a lesson a while back too, based off of he and Elder Malcolm are going to it. But yeah, so white people were invented in 1681. When we re-examine American history, we need to remember one thing. America is a company. America is a company. My people just don't get it, man. My people just don't get it, man. People just don't get it. My people just don't get it. Dr. Brown not gonna get it. Let's get a couple of scriptures, man. Job 13 and 4. Let's get this one first. Job 13 and 4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. Yeah, forgers of lies. The lies that they push here is done. It work. It work. It work. Isaiah 60 and 1. It work. Isaiah 60 and 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Yeah. The whole world live in gross darkness, man. Gross darkness, man. Gross darkness. So they tell you that we're white. We're not Edomites. We're white. We're not Edomites. Edomites was done away with. What the scriptures say. There is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them. They also that come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this also is vanity and vexation of spirit. Yeah. So the people, how can the scriptures talk about Esau, about Edom being the one that the Lord is coming back to and all of that? That would mean that the scriptures, half the scriptures is false. Half the scriptures will have to be false. Isaiah, you get to Isaiah 63, you get to Isaiah 47, you get to Isaiah 34, you get to Jeremiah 49, 50, 51, you get to Revelation. All of these things for Esau to be done away with, it would have to be all of those scriptures are false. All right, let's get back to this article. So Esau is still here, man. Esau is still here, and they not white, man. They even the color of this page right here. The letters are black and white. Nobody is white. Nobody is black, man. And here go the information. The information is out there, man. When we re-examine American history, we need to remember one thing. America is a company. After 100 years of attempts by European powers to colonize the New World, the first successful English colony was Jamestown in 1607. The colony was Jamestown. The colony was a business venture financed and organized by a London, Virginia company, a joint stock company whose owners was looking for gold. The motives of the Virginia company were explicit: secure profit for the shareholders. See, and what you see now is that the so-called Edomites on the bottom, and compared to the Edomites that's ruling the world, your Rothschilds, your DuPonts, and all of that. In the beginning, in 1681, it was happy because they was oppressing us together. So it was all good. But then once they freed up, they freed up the slaves, which really wasn't free. They just transferred it from being owned by the plantations to being owned by the government, right? So now once they did that, they kind of put the so-called whites and blacks on the bottom in the same shoe. So then now they start doing the same. They got treated the same way, and the same laws got put on them that was put on us to oppress us, start oppressing them. So now at the end, they see that their wealth is gone. They've been played for suckers. So now they like, oh, they want to complain now. This is what happened now. This is what happened. Let's see. Yeah. Gold. I don't want to read all of this. Look, all free men in colonial America had the same opportunities as a matter of law. African men could vote, and they did. They could own slaves, and they did. They could marry someone of the opposite sex, and they did. Yeah, this was all about, and they didn't want the So this was a way to keep, by them doing that, this was a way to keep blacks from owning land, from voting, from things like that. So all of these things in 1619, 20 and odd Angolians arrived in Virginia by way of Portuguese slavers, Angolians. This is the first known instance of African slaves in the British colonies. At the time, there were only 700 or so Europeans living in the colonies. None of the Europeans considered themselves white because white people didn't exist yet. This is all bullshit, man. So white, black, we not black, they not white. See, the distinction between the slaves and indentured servants was muttered as the colonies hadn't yet formalized slavery into law. Some men who were African born and who were of African descent became freemen. Some purchased their freedom completed their indenture, or were free via the will of their deceased owner. All men faced the opportunities, a matter of law, but things were about to change. The elites, see the top Edomites, the elites who control the colonies that didn't live in the colonies, the elites that control the colonies, began creating laws to control both women and working class. The laws sought to deter miscegenation, the intermarriage of races, by making it a crime. See, this was what it was all about. Because the seed, who you are, go through your father, man. And they even changed that. They made it to where it went through your mother. So White and Elder Malcolm brought this one out as too. So the white slave owners could rape the mothers, rape black women, have children with them, and then the children wouldn't be the fathers of the father's lineage. They would say it's of the mother's lineage. So now his white son or daughter had to live with the mama, and he could still treat them like they was in slavery. I think George Washington had a son that he fathered with a slave that he ended up treating just like the slaves. This is so fucking wicked. In 1664, Maryland passed a law making it illegal for English women to marry slaves of African descent, punishing freeborn English women forgetful of their free conditions and to disgrace of our nation to intermarry with Negro slaves. See, this is all it's about. Punishment of the woman, woo, 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 woo. But in 1681, we see the first instance in history where the word white is used in a law controlling marriage. Maryland's anti-miscegenation law in 1681 punished or prohibited marriage between white persons and specifically non-white persons. This when this shit was invented, man. So they run around and they wear white as a badge of honor. That's even bullshit, man. So yeah, Israel is destroyed for lack of knowledge, Hosea 4:6. But even the Edomites, they stupid too. They destroyed for lack of knowledge too. Cause you went along with the sucker move. You went along with the sucker move because it was benefiting you at the beginning, but then at the end, it ain't give you no benefit being classified as white. They ain't give you no benefit. They still treated you the same way. The Rothschilds and the motherfucker, the elite bankers, when a bank collapsed now, is they only collapsing and taking black people money? Huh? When Wall Street, when the stocks Bitcoin shit crash, is it only black people money? I mean, when no, they doing y'all the same way. This was an invention of the colonies. It had not been seen in England. The only marriages it prohibited were between a white person and a person of African descent. We're not African. Hamites, Israelites, or Shemites. Shem, not like they say Sem. Shem, from the line of Shem. Africans are from the line of Hamites. Noah had 3 sons, Japheth, Shem, and Ham. And all of them had color. All of them had melanin. None of them was calling themselves black. And these laws endured for 300 years until 1967. Look, they just stopped it. They go, oh, it was hundreds of years. No, it wasn't. That shit, the fucking decrees, unrighteous decrees. Let's get that one. Let's get that one. Let's get Isaiah 10. I'm about to close out. This ain't got to be long, man. Dr. Brown is stupid. Dr. Brown is stupid. Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievous, which they have prescribed. Which they have prescribed. They the one that decided that we gonna start calling people white and black. And to this day, with that stupid ass law, you still have my people out here. I'm a strong black man. No, you stupid. You stupid. You stupid. See, look, even here, look, watch this. It goes, oh, it's critical understanding of the race that we see the intersectional between sex, gender, class, power. Here we see the legal underpinnings of what would become racism. A ruling elite created a new term to separate the working class based on which women these male laborers were allowed to have sex with and marry. Now watch this. White men would continue to have sex with non-white women, but the law was generally not enforced when men deemed white committed the crime. See? So they all this shit was to just snooker you into the bullshit. Yeah. So this is plain, man. It's plain. The information is out there that that they came up with this white and black shit. Dr. Brown is harping on white and black shit and all of that. But it's clear, man. They just made this shit up not too long ago. This the chick right here that made that book that we was talking about right here. Yeah. I mean, it's clear. It's clear. It's clear. It's clear. You know they hate that lady. You know they hate that lady. So yeah, so with that one, we gonna close out. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the brothers, the men at Great Millstone that rule well, that taught me this truth. To the hopeful elect out there, scattered abroad, unlike unto a speckled bird, tabernacle of King David, 144,000 mighty men. Peace, blessings, salutations to the remnant, men, women, children, remain spiritual out there. You missed Dr. Brown. You missed. Dr. Brown, you missed. Nobody is black. Nobody is white. The so-called white man, which is Edomites, came up with that shit for deceptive. I could see if they came up with it for righteous reasons. It was all for deceptive reasons, greed, and all kinds of other bullshit. Nobody is white. Nobody is black. Dr. Brown is wrong. You're not even brown. You're shades of red, bro. Kwam Yasharala. And a Bob a bow. Baraka Thumb family. Shalom.